Hi guys, so as you all know, I'm currently in the US visiting my family, especially my mom, because I haven't seen her in over 20 years. We had a very emotional reunion. I'm sure you guys saw it. The video currently has 100,000 views, Mom. 100,000 people have seen your face. How do you feel?
I feel proud and I'm so happy for you too.
But lots of people said they shed a tear. People said they actually cried. And there are several people who can relate to my situation. They've also not seen their parents in a long time. Today, I'm going to have a very interesting conversation or emotional conversation with my mom. I'm asking her why she abandoned me and my siblings for over 20 years. And I want to hear my mom's side of the story, how she really feels for this number of years. Stay tuned. Stop that. Okay, Ma, thank you for your time. I'm happy that I've seen you. I just want to ask you a few questions. Why did you leave us behind to see greener pastures?
Actually, that wasn't the plan.
Okay.
My husband came, and when my husband was coming, he said, oh, I'm going for 3 months.
Okay.
And I'll get money and then I will come back and support the family.
Okay.
So that was the plan. And it takes 3 years, so he couldn't get what he wants. So I decided to come and visit. So the plan was I'm coming for visit for 3 months and then go back. Unfortunate for me, when I get here, I get pregnant the 2nd month. So it changed everything.
Okay.
I wasn't happy to leave my children because my kids are attached to me, so it's hard for me to leave them.
Okay.
So I asked your dad, please let me go and then give the birth in Ghana. And all his friends said, no, this is a land of opportunity, so please don't go. And even the lady who gave me the invitation said, please, Auntie, I will extend your visit, so don't go. And it was so hard. I was pregnant with Tracy and I was working on the restaurant. I have to stand for 8 hours and have 15 minutes break.
Wow.
Out of the 8 hours. So 28 weeks, my water broke as I was working. So they rushed me, they put me there, and then, so Tracy was born in 26 weeks. 26
weeks. So premature.
No, 28 weeks, sorry. 28 weeks. Premature. So I have to stay home for 2 years. So after 2 years, I want to come back. I don't have money, I don't have nothing. So it's like you are thinking of back home, you are thinking of here. And then, my mom get cancer. So it's like all my mind is like, oh, the one who I trust can take care of my children get a cancer. So it was so hard for me. So I started working at Walmart. So when I get my check, I used to get 2 weeks, $520. And I would send 400 of it to support my mom. It wasn't easy. And the painful part is like, you will get a call like your daughter is back home, is sick. Guys, you have no idea.
Wow.
So that's the reason why it's like what I want, I can't get it. And even the kids said, Mom, don't come. You just work hard and support us. I didn't abandon you guys. I love you, all of you, and you have no idea how happy I am to see you once again.
Don't cry, Mom. Don't start. Don't start. So when you came, you were supposed to visit, and then accidentally you got pregnant with Tracy, and then Tracy was premature. You had to stay home for like 2 years. Later, when you wanted to come, Granny got cancer. So I lived with my grandma almost my entire life. She was the one who raised us. Unfortunately, she's passed. And those of you who have been on my Snapchat for a while, you know her. She was as bubbly as I am. She was a lovely old woman. And so you are now working to support her treatment of the cancer. So that also delayed you. And then you got pregnant again with Junior.
That one is like I have 4 girls, so I was looking for a boy. So I have been praying for so many years to get a boy. So I get pregnant again after Tracy was 2 years, and then got so good, I get what I want finally. So I decided to come back to Ghana to take care of you guys.
Okay.
And a lot of people said, oh no, you have been here for a long time. You have to stay and get your green card.
Okay.
And the kids are growing up in Ghana, everything is fine. I thank God so much. My children wasn't like, even some kids are living with their parents, but still
they went wayward.
Yes, they were raised in Assemblies of God. God so good to me, they wasn't like that. So for that part, it was okay.
I did some few bad things, but it's not that much.
I didn't know about that because I wasn't there. So I'm talking about what I know, what So guys, forgive me. It's hard, but I'm trying.
So then later on, because we were doing well and you trusted Granny to take good care of us, you decided you'd rather wait and get your documents here sorted out before you come.
Yes.
So that has been the reason.
And I forget one thing, like when Tracy was 1.5 years, somebody tell us, oh, go see this lawyer, that lawyer can help you. When we went, he said, oh, we used to have a law, like if you have 2 kids here, automatically you have to get it so that you can work and support the children. But unfortunately for me, when I get Benjamin, they canceled that law. So I have to fight. So we don't have that enough money.
Okay.
So I waited when Benjamin was 1 year, 7 months to send Benjamin and Tracy back home so that I can work living and then get some money and find some place for my children to live a better life so that they will be happy. If you are here, all you think is you want your kids to be happy because you don't see them, so anything they want. But it's a bad thing to do that. You get them spoiled. They don't place
value on
about
a lot of things. Yes.
Because they don't know how much we work hard here to get it. It's very painful.
Okay, so now we understand. So would you say it was worth it? Because now you haven't seen me, Sister Ekia, and Irama in so many years.
Yeah.
For me now, you've seen me. So now I was left with Sister Ekia and Irama. That's Christabel, guys. I'll show their picture so you can see. So I'm the second born. My elder sister, she's Hilaria. Then the one who comes after me is Christabel. I'll show her picture. Then Tracy and Benjamin. So the 2 other girls are still in Ghana. They are yet to see my mom. You've not seen us in a while. Yet, because you are doing an okay job here, you were able to take good care of us. You and Dad built us a 10-bedroom house in Ghana. You have other houses and other properties in Ghana. You've done well for yourself. Would you say it was worth it to trade all the property or wealth that you've gathered with not seeing your kids? Would you say it was worth it?
It's very hard. At first, like, you don't know what you are coming to face in here. When you're in Ghana, you thought in the US everything is okay. That's what the thought is when you are in Africa. But when you get here, it's not like that.
Okay.
So if like I knew this is what I'm going to be faced here, I would choose my children because the love I have for them.
But do you think you'd have been able to make as much properties or build houses or get as much properties if you were in Ghana? Do you think you'd have been able to do that?
If I'm in Ghana, I will be okay, but not like this because I was selling in Katia.
Yeah, she used to be a distributor.
And carving biscuits and all that. So I was okay, and I know I have a good heart. So people were trying to help me. Even I remember one woman called in Central Market Provisions Live. She got me a store in a dome where the Guineas people are. Like, because we're a good person, come and get this. But the day she handed that store to me, I get my visa that I'm coming here.
So you believe you could have made it?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I was a forceful lady. I'm not a lazy woman. I have done a lot of jobs. You guys know. Yeah. I have been sewing. I have been doing a lot of things, store provisions, ice skincare, you name it. I sell rice. I bag it like 10 bags, 5 bags, so that everybody can get it. And I'll credit to the neighborhood, those who don't have money to buy it and pay me in weekly or 2 weeks so that somebody can get something to eat. Yeah. Sometimes
when people are traveling, especially these days with the many opportunities in the Western world, there are people who want to travel but they have kids. But some of them, they have their mothers there that they trust that their mothers can take care of their kids. Because in US and UK, childcare is expensive. So they want to come and work hard and leave their kids with their mothers to train them so that later they can come for them. You're saying, Do you think it's good based on your experience?
To me, my experience is very painful for me. At times you just get up and you just miss your child, you started crying. Nobody beat you up. But you miss them so much, like you can't control yourself. But the problem is Ghana, we don't have jobs. So I'm praying like if you want to come and you have your green card already, that would be best. Anytime you feel like you just go home and check the children, even if you spend a week or 2, I think your heart will be peaceful and then you can work hard. At times you are not sick, but because you are thinking of your children, you call off. You are not doing nothing. I think it's depressed. You are depressing yourself. Your stress level is high. But Africans, we don't check all the stress level and all that. And you are killing yourself slowly. So to trade like choose abroad with your children, it's very hard. It's not easy. Only God can help you. It's not easy.
So you won't advise
some mothers are good, some are bad. We have a friend that she used to do hair, braid, and they have money on that job. She have 2 kids and the babysitter is $200 a week. She have 2 kids. So she have to pay $400 for a week. And we advised her to, I send my kids home, my mom is, so send your kids. He did. And later, anytime she dreamed, the children were crying. So one time she said, no, I have to go. He didn't call anybody. You won't believe what she saw.
What did she say?
When she get there, the children, their feet is on the...
They are barefooted.
Yes. and there's nobody home. And that girl cry a lot. They return 3 days after. If you see how provisions, anything, clothes, everything.
She provides for them.
But the children, their
we're
feet
not being taken care of well.
Some mothers are good, some are bad. It depends how your mom is. For me, I was so lucky. Even my mom is so good to my children. So it's hard for me, like I wish I would be there. I didn't see how when they are going to JSS, when they are in secondary school, when they are in college, all that feeling and the love.
PTA
like,
meetings,
you are not there.
Visiting in senior high school. So one of the times that I really used to miss my mom was when I was in JHS, because we used to have this program called counseling where our headmistress will invite Mrs. Jackson will invite professional counselors and renowned pastors. They'll call our parents to an auditorium, like the whole school, and then they will be counseled by this professional counselor on how to raise kids, how to help you with your grades and all that. And then after that, they'll have a prayer session where every parent will lay hands on their child and pray for them. They'll give anointing oil, you anoint your child and pray for your child. And it was compulsory, you have to attend. And this is me being there. Every mother is praying for their child. Every father has laid hands praying for their kids, and I'm just there alone with nobody sitting beside me. And people are busy praying for their kids. And I'm like, where's mine? So I didn't want to go to school again. I didn't want to go to any of the counseling sessions again. Those were the times that it was really painful that my mom was not around. And then senior high school. But let me give a big shout out to Edith Dako's mother. She passed, unfortunately. This woman made me feel so good. Like there was one time, she called all of us whose parents were not around, and then she laid hands on us, and then she prayed on us, and then she put anointing oil on all of us. And I felt so like at least somebody has replaced my mom.
By the way, if you're looking to transfer money from the UK, Canada, US to these 10 African countries, Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Tanzania, Botswana, Rwanda, whether you use an Android, whether you use an iOS, do not forget to use Lemfi. They have the best rates on the market if you want value for your money, if you want the person to get the exact amount that you're sending without any transaction fee, without any transfer fees. The best app to use is Lemfi. They have the best rates on the market, like no doubt. And then when you send the money, the person gets it immediately, guys. You have customer support that's going to help you if you have any issues. Ever since I discovered that's what myself and my friends have been using, so you can trust Lemfi. Download Lemfi with the link in the description. And when you use transfer money, your first transfer about like £100. If you transfer using my referral link or the name Nanelle, you get 10% of the money you're transferring back. So if you transfer £100, you get £10 back. £200, you get £20 back, but it's capped at £50. Okay, so use Lemfi. Okay, it used to be formerly known as Lemonade Finance, but this time around they've come with even so much goodness, guys. I'm just too excited. So even as I'm in the US, I'm still sending money to Ghana using Lemfi. They're that good. Yeah, thank you so much, Lemfi, for sponsoring today's video.
Other times, you know, in Ghana, with other things, it is a privilege that your parents are abroad. My sneakers were always from the US. Even when I was going to school, most of my groceries were from the US. So those things made me feel good. And when they send money to you in Ghana, when you convert it, it's a lot of money. So you don't have to go and borrow for your school fees. Even if your school fees is high, you can pay for it. You even have enough to give other people. So for financial wise, it was okay. But the affection part, and then my grandmother too, she's a strong woman. There were a lot of us on her. So you will not get that attention and that one with her. Like my cousins were living with us, myself and my siblings, we were all living with my grandma. So it was really tough, yeah. But I also thank God for their lives. There are some people that travel and forget their kids and their families. But for us, we lived very well. So for me, those were the times that I was really missing my mom.
Because it's not easy. But I thank God, the sisters that I have, the family that I have, they are all supported. Especially my sister Amma.
Mommy!
She is so dear to me. She was there all the time for the children. And my younger sister, my baby sister, Obaya, people call her Auntie Baby. That's how we call it.
They know her. I'll show her video. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. They are all supporting my brothers, everybody, and my stepsisters. Auntie Nana, Baby, and all that.
Hey, the list is long. Yeah. So for us, we got family support. Like she said, my auntie was there. They visited in Roses. Sometimes she'll come and visit.
And I have to mention one lady's name, Julie. She used to be my in-law. It's okay. She helped me a lot too. When Hilaria is in university, she was
so you had friends, cousins, and siblings who were there for us. Because I remember, I think Uncle Eddie also came to visit me. My mama was the one who took me
Jeffrey too.
Jeff too. Even my honeymoon, she was the one who drove me to the center with my husband. And then my mama was also there. to take me to school. Uncle, man. So we had a lot of family. But I think what my mom is saying is that if you look at your family and you believe that they are good, they are going to take care of your child well enough, then you should. I know someone who says that, Nanelle, my mother can do a better job than me. So if you think you have such a family, it's good. But like my mom is saying, I also think that if you can go visit often, then do that. But what about those who are leaving their kids there because they don't want to raise their kids in the US? What about that one too? What will you say?
It's still the same, like if you have somebody who can help them. Because there's some kids that they send them back home, it's worse. You thought the kid is giving you a lot of trouble, but when you send them back home, it gets worse.
Okay.
And there's some people that they call them made in Ghana. The children who was born in Ghana or Africa, when they bring them here, oh my God.
It's worse.
It's worse. You have a word like, like, I don't know how to speak it.
If you have a good child, you think you know how to raise good kids. It's not like that.
It's not like that.
Yeah, it can be good. Because I've seen kids in the US who look like they were brought up in Ghana.
Yes.
Meanwhile, they lived here all their lives, were raised here. Would you say the US is hard?
It's hard, but it's not hard. Like those who win a lottery, everything is okay for you. For instance, if you don't have anything, you are immigrant and you don't qualify for insurance, a lot of things like you can't get it. People are getting some things free, but you can't. You don't qualify for it. And it's hard. Like you don't work. How can you survive? They have a job that is out of table, but still, they know you don't have it, so they pay you small money and still it's not enough. So if you get it, like you in lottery, somebody file for you, or you get a working permit, that's best. Okay. And if you are not a lazy person.
What are some of the jobs that you have done since you came?
Since I came, started living in McLean, Stasis Corner. And then,
so you were a living care assistant, living carer.
And then I work at a restaurant called Corner Bakery.
What were you doing there? You were 7?
Yeah, I was 7. I was a 7.
Okay. And what else have you done?
And then I work at Walmart.
Over there, what were you doing? Packing things on the shelf?
Called something called break pad. The break pad is all the things from
the warehouse.
Yeah, that is going to all the departments. They have a different department. You are the one going to break everything down. So it's called a break pad. You break the pad and then you put in a shopping cart, and then when you finish, you send it to all the departments.
Okay.
And when you come and you see all the pallets, like 20 pallets, 12 pallets, and it's even longer than me. See how I'm tall. And you have to break pad all that and push it to each department. It wasn't easy. It was hard. But because you are thinking you want to help your children, you don't think about the pain or the hash. You just go to work and get money and then support. Yeah.
And then what else did you do?
So when I was pregnant with Benjamin, I decided to go to CNA school.
So you did your CNA course?
Yeah. And because I'm working, I go like twice a week, and so it takes so long. It wasn't that long. It was 3 months or 6 weeks. Okay. But because of twice a week that I take the class, it takes me 6 months.
Okay.
When I finished, I was pregnant. I did apply job. Nobody want to hire a pregnant woman because I have a big tummy.
So now you're a CNA, and you've been a CNA since then?
Oh, a long time. Yeah, since Benjamin was born. So 17 years
17 years now. Would you say that's your favorite job so far?
It's so hard. I don't know whether because I have a good heart, I always get attached to them. So when they die, it drains me.
And by the way, my mom, as a CNA, has won Employee of the Year several times. She's such a good woman. When I just came, she was speaking to some of her employers, and then I was introduced to this employer, and this man kept thanking me. Your mom is such an asset to us. We're so proud to have her. She's such a hard worker, and I'm so proud of you. Mommy, your final words to anybody watching us.
Okay, one thing I have to say is about if you are back home or any African countries and you have relatives here, please, we need your prayers. It's not easy. Every day when you open the news, somebody kills somebody. That's very scary, especially all the blacks that they are killing. That part is so scary, like you don't want to raise your children here. They don't listen to you. They listen to school, friends. So if you have kids here, please, mothers, I know it's hard. For the bills and the rent, it's like you have to work hard to pay your bills here and then send a little bit back home to support the family back home too. But what I would say is we have to take care of ourselves. Some people, they don't have insurance, so they don't even go check
to the
out
hospital
because they don't have it. We have something called urgent care. Urgent care is like if you don't have insurance, you have to go, but they charge more.
Okay.
But some people don't want to go because they will charge them more. Please don't do that. Just go for checkup at least 6 months. They charge you 150 for this checkup to protect yourself.
Okay.
Because when you are going back and forth, you don't know what you are missing.
Yeah.
So I think that's all I have, and I thank everybody who is supporting my daughter. And it was so hard, but I'm so happy in my life in first time. And I have 3 people to thank them. Obaya Texan, I thank you so much. And Nana Makofo, my dear, I love you so much and I pray for you like one day I will see all of you, my family back home.
It's okay. You're not going to have another crying session. It's okay. Guys, thank you so much. Please kindly subscribe, okay? And my mom will definitely be on the channel anytime I come to the US. We think of something to do. Guys, she'll be starting her cooking channel soon, so stay tuned. Thank you so much. Bye.